Okay, now we're going to go outside. Joe is outside doing things a little bit different this morning. Usually Joe's in the kitchen about this time, or I'm in the kitchen, but now he's outside with some ice.
Yeah, that's right, Cherish. We are not cooking it up this morning. We are showing you something fantastic with Mike from the Grand Hotel Marriott. Good to see you again. Good to see you, Mike. Well, I'm confused. We got this huge block of ice here. What's the plan this morning, Mike?
We do. We're going to make an ice carving, and ice carvings are a very special, important part of what we do at the Grand Hotel. It's something that's almost a lost art form because you really don't have many people doing ice carvings anymore, especially here on the Gulf Coast. Basically, really, the ice block, we get very close to us in Fairhope, but if we were to get it from anywhere else, it would be actually in New Orleans. So it's very expensive to get ice here. So I wanted to explain a little bit about the tools that we utilize here. We've got our saw, which is very important. Our chainsaw. This is our clamps right here. Ice tongs. And we'll just kind of throw this to the side. We're going to get everything ready.
And I tell you what here, Mike, we're actually going to take a quick break, and we're going to do a lot in the next segment to show you what's going on out here with this ice carving. Can't wait to get it all started and learn more about this process. We'll also tell you a lot more about the Grand Hotel Marriott, guys.
Welcome back to Studio 10. We're not in our great kitchen set this morning. We're actually outside Fox 10 Studios with Mike Wallace from the Grand Hotel. I was just telling him I was over at the Grand Hotel this past weekend for breakfast with Santa, and there was a beautiful ice sculpture on the table. And that's exactly what we're doing today. You're going to be making an ice sculpture.
And what we're doing today is of course, we have the outline here. We have to do that first when we do our ice carving, and this is going to be a snowman. So when we do a snowman, we want to get the outside of the block of ice. These things weigh 300 pounds, so
wow.
they're very heavy, as the gentleman who helped me this morning can attest to. So,
now, if someone wants to get a big block of ice like this for a party, where would you suggest going and finding something like that?
Well, that's kind of what I wanted to talk about. When you look at the ice carvings today, when Hurricane Katrina came through, they wiped out all of the ice houses. So we can only get this from a very close person that does these for us, Buffet Enhancement. But if we wanted to get this anywhere else, it would actually be New Orleans.
Wow.
So they're very rare to find, and we love to do them. Myself, and we have another person who helps me do them, and people just love them. They're just an outstanding, presentation to anything that we do. For our Christmas, we're going to have 5 for Christmas at the Grand Hotel, and we're going to have snowmen. We're going to have all kinds of fun things. Do a nice actual snowflake that looks absolutely gorgeous when it gets starting to melt and everything. It's really a lost art form that we love to do at the Grand Hotel, and our guests really enjoy it.
Oh, I bet that snowflake is just spectacular.
Absolutely.
I can't wait to see the snowman. I know you're ready to fire that chainsaw up.
I am. I'm going to do a little bit, so stand clear a little bit.
Okay, I'm going to back up as far as you tell me. Really an art form. Woo!
Very cold this morning.
It is very cold, but good for the ice.
Absolutely. And when we're doing this, you can see what I'm trying to do is get the actual shape, and then when we get more into it, we're going to start doing detail work. So when I have this, I want to round this out. So I'm going to take this and take it. So what I'll actually use it for is to sculpt everything, get it rounded out and shaped out, because we got to understand that if something falls off here, we really can't put it back together. So
it's done.
It's it. So
man.
It's very fragile. It's very it's just a unique art form that really is very difficult to do, but it's fun to do at the same time.
So we'll get to see how the snowman turns out here on Studio 10 this morning, and as you mentioned, you'll have a lot of ice sculptures at the Grand Hotel for Christmas.
Yes, ma'am.
And they can find you in Point Clear.
Absolutely, Point Clear, Alabama.
And it is beautiful. You'll get all of that information when you log on to our website. It's under the Studio 10 tab on fox10tv.com. We'll let you continue working on this ice sculpture, and we'll, again, see how it turns out in just a little bit.
Is going to town. No one's more excited about that chainsaw than Chastity Bird. She wants to get out there and do some of that. All right, lots of us use Facebook. We have something really cool for you today on Studio 10. Mike Wallace from the Grand Hotel Marriott has been hard at work all morning long, and I commend you. You did a fantastic job. Show us your finished product here.
Here we go. Here's Frosty for you. We've got just the finishing touches here. We've got his little scarf. Actually, my daughter knitted that, so she thought it'd be good for Frosty. And we've got our, of course, we got our limbs for the arms, and we got a snowball here for you.
All right, can I throw it at our cameraman? Oh, what's up? What you doing? The cool thing we want to show you is that Mike did this all in just 1 hour, but they have some fantastic ice sculptures on display at the Grand Hotel Marriott in Point Clear. Tell them all about it.
Absolutely. When we do Christmas begins at the Grand Hotel right after Thanksgiving. We pull out our gingerbread village, which you guys have seen before.
Definitely.
And we gave you actually the year that you came down a gingerbread house, and we're going to present you with another gingerbread house.
Hey, all right.
So you guys can plug that in for you right
here.
Sure, for
Thank
you and Cherish. And we're going to have that. You can plug it in. It actually lights up. We have those for sale at the hotel. But really, the spectacular thing is the gingerbread village that we have. That'll all be all the way through New Year's. So we're going to have our wonderful Christmas buffet and then our New Year's Eve festivities as well.
We will plug this in on the set. Looks fantastic. And you mentioned the buffet and the food. Mike here is also the chef, and you do such a fantastic job. If you haven't eaten at the Grand Hotel before, the food is just fantastic.
Outstanding. Thank you so much.
Well, thank you for coming in. Great work on the ice sculpture. I know you've been hard at work and it's been cold out here, but you did such a great job. And we love this gingerbread house. And you can check all this out if you go check out the Grand Hotel Marriott in Point Clear. Guys.
Can I eat that gingerbread house?
You know, that's what I was going to say. Chastity and I were just discussing. Last year, they brought us a gingerbread house from the Grand Hotel, and we ate it.
We did. I think we were really hungry that day, and I think we're really hungry today as